Yes, you've done everything right. You've shown up, you held it all together. But inside, friend, you feel like you wrapped this empty box in a gold ribbon. Yep, you managed to convince everyone you're just fine while breaking quietly beneath the bow. You're not broken, you're burnt out. You're burnt out from being everything to everyone and nothing to yourself. Let me ask you honestly, are you truly living a life that lights you up, that sets your soul on fire? Or are you just checking boxes neatly in a life that looks good to you on paper? Because if you're stuck in that silent middle, the space in between, this is your soul's wake up call. Not to do more, not to hustle harder, but to reclaim the you that's been buried. The one buried under roles, routines, responsibilities. You need this mindset reset after 40. So, in today's conversation, I'm walking you through 15 soul check mindset shifts. You know, I journal every day. This or that choices that will show you in real time whether you're surviving or finally stepping into your thriving era. Each one comes with a story, a truth, a challenge. And if you stay till the end, you'll walk away with a mindset roadmap, one that you can use to shift, not someday, but starting today. So grab your journal, pause the world, and keep on watching because your glow up isn't coming, it's waiting on you. So let's get into it. Mindset shift one: silence isn't strength. I'm fine versus I need help. Survival says be strong, don't break, smile. Thriving says, I'm strong because I ask. Let me tell you about my client, June. June held everyone else up until she couldn't hold herself up anymore. She started having quiet panic attacks, sleepless nights. The moment June whispered, I think I need help, that's when her healing began. You've been the rock for so long, you forgot rocks can crumble too. What if healing starts with three brave words? I need help. It's time for you to text one person. Let them know you're holding a lot. Ask if you can talk. Mindset shift to stop waiting, start choosing you. Look, survival waits. We've heard it before, but thriving, it decides. I stopped waiting to be picked up by platforms, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, and other people for that matter, because I choose myself. You're outsourcing your worth. What if you are the one you're waiting on? Name one gift that you dimmed yesterday, the day before last year, and take one action that honors it this week. Mindset shift three: boundaries are your power move. Survival, it fears conflict. Thriving protects capacity. I said yes out of guilt for years. My body said no, T. Stress, burnout, tears. I saw the signs. See, we were conditioned to think that love means saying yes. But what if boundaries are how you teach people to love you? I started practicing stating these words. That doesn't work for me right now. I encourage you to do the same. Mindset shift for stop coping, start creating. Survival numbs, thriving it notices. I used to binge watch Netflix like it was a sedative. That wasn't self care, that was escape. You're exhausted, but from hiding, not just working. So, what if what you're calling peace today is just polished avoidance? Journal for 5 minutes. If I didn't have to be strong today, I'd admit ABC. Mindset shift five: ditch the performance, own the truth. Survival, it performs. Thriving, embodies. My most viral post: a tearful, messy win. People didn't need perfect, they needed the real tea to show up. You're tired of curating your truth. I see it. What if authenticity is your most magnetic energy? Say one raw truth out loud today with no edit. Mindset shift 6. Rescue yourself first. Darn it. Survival says, let me fix you. Thriving says, let me finally see me. I helped everyone else heal to avoid looking at myself in the mirror every day. You've confused service with self erasure. What if your healing is the legacy your people need most? I need you to sit still. No helping. Just feel your own truth. Mindset shift 7. No more playing small. Survival whispers. Will they still like me? Who cares? Thriving says, do I even like this version of me? A client told me once that she couldn't wear red. It was too bold, too loud. But when I seen her the other day, she had red lipstick on, a red blazer, and red stage lights. She was on the stage. See, you've made yourself small to feel safe, but your truth doesn't fit inside fear. I encourage you to do one thing loud today. Say it, wear it, be it, feel it. I'm Miss T. If you're feeling drained, overlooked, stuck in your own story, good news. This is your midlife reset. Which side are you falling into more often? Is it surviving or is it thriving? Drop the words, I'm thriving, if you're reclaiming your power right now. Or if you're surviving, which is okay if you're still surviving and you want to be real, drop the word surviving down in the comments. Smash that like button and subscribe because this right here is not the end. It's the beginning of you choosing you. Let the algorithm know that you're alive. More importantly, I want you to do me a favor. Pinch yourself and let yourself know that you're alive as well. Mindset shift 8. Approval, it won't heal you. Survival says, keep them clapping. Keep them clapping. While thriving says, keep yourself whole. A woman I worked with once told me that she spent buku bucks on this luxury handbag just to feel valuable walking into different meetings or different boardrooms. And I thought to myself, ma'am, you're strange. But that wasn't the lesson. She hadn't bought herself a proper meal or booked a real vacation in years. See, you spend so much energy being enough for them, like meaning everyone else, that you forget to be full for you. So, what would your life look like if you redirected that energy and put it inwards, like inside your glow up, instead of outside for people to see? Spend 15 minutes. I'm talking quiet minutes, investing in you today. I encourage you, journal, nap, walk, dream without needing it to be productive. And it only needs to make sense to you. Mindset shift 9. Rewrite the rules. They're yours now. Survival says stay in the lines, while thriving says redefine the whole darn canvas. A teacher I knew went back to school at 45 to become a therapist. People called her crazy until they saw her light up like never before. You inherited blueprints you didn't design. What if success wasn't what you were told, but what you decide it means to you right now? Define success after 40 in your own words. Write it down. Let that guide your next yes and let it guide your next no. You won't be disappointed. Mindset shift 10. Let the loop go. Survival loops old pain over and over again. Thriving interrupts that loop. I used to replay every betrayal, every slight, like it made me feel safer to remember it. It didn't. It kept me from living. You think revisiting pain protects you, but it's just rehearsing hurt. What if every time you relived it, you were reinforcing it? Name the one story you're done repeating, then choose a new truth to replace it. Write it on a mirror and speak it daily. Mindset shift 11. Come back to now. Survival, it stays busy, while thriving, it becomes aware. A client told me once she hadn't really tasted a meal in months because she was always multitasking and always on the go for everyone. You're always doing, but rarely being. So, what if peace isn't something you chase, but something you return to? Today, one meal. I mean, just one meal with no distractions. No phone, no scrolling, just presence. Mindset shift 12. Stop chasing. You're already enough. Survival begs to be chosen. Thriving knows there already are chosen. A friend dated a man back in the day who needed fixing, tons of fixing. She called it love, I called it burnout. When she stopped hustling for the crumbs from that man, she met someone that served her peace. And I love that for you, friend. You confuse every effort with value. What if love doesn't need proving? It needs peace. Write a list of non negotiables in love, not preferences, not standards. Mindset shift 13. Who are you without the title? Survival, it clings to titles. Thriving uncovers essence. When I stepped back from being the strong one, I felt lost, y'all. But then I found the version of me that wasn't performing. And I must say, she was powerful. You think your worth is what you do? But what if your greatest power is who you are without the title? Who am I when I'm not performing for anyone? Journal that answer. Mindset shift 14. Celebrate now, not later. Celebrate now, not later. Survival says joy is a reward, while thriving says joy is the birthright. I used to tell myself I celebrate after I achieve more. Now, I light a candle for finishing a blog post. I dance when I wake up on time. I will not hold you. You've been taught joy has to be earned. But what if joy was the energy that gets you there, not the prize at the end? Celebrate one small win today, out loud and on purpose. Mindset shift 15. I told you we get here. You're not a backstory, friend. You're not. Survival replays the old story. Thriving writes the next chapter. See, I used to think healing was about fixing what happened, but it's not. It's about deciding what happens next. You've mastered surviving the past, but what if that's not the assignment anymore? What if it's not the assignment anymore? What if your future self is waiting for you to finally show up and say, I'm here? Speak to your future self like he or she is real. Hey, love, I'm coming for you. Write him or her a letter, then start walking in your purpose, people. Here's what I've learned: fulfillment isn't about perfect boxes, it's about honest alignment. Most of us live in the in between space. Some days you glow up, and some days you just get through. And all of that is okay. Progress isn't linear, it's lived. Are you living? But the real question isn't, am I thriving yet? It's, am I showing up for the life I actually want today? Start with one decision this week that your future self will thank you for. Big, small, doesn't matter. Just make it true. Here on Who's TTV, we don't wait for permission. We write we rewrite the script. We don't perform for approval. We show up in truth day in and day out. We turn survival into strategy and lessons into legacy. We charge up because clarity is our currency. We glow up because we stop shrinking. And we rise up because our future self deserves a story worth standing in. Think of today like planning a new blueprint, not just for success, but for self trust. You just downloaded that mindset GPS your future self is going to use to arrive. So let me ask you this: will you keep surviving, friend? Or will you start scripting your thriving era today? If you're ready, drop those words in the comments. I'm ready. I'll be in there with you. Hit that subscribe button, share with someone who's done shrinking, because this right here, this is where the real story begins. This was your check in. Now go live like the answers matter.